Well, this is a good start. As you can tell by the beds, Yuki and I have decided that probably the best next step was to work on villagers. Now, unfortunately, I'm going to play a few clips of us getting our first set of villagers. It was exhausting, it was not necessarily that much fun, but you know what, we got them. However, afterwards, those villagers kind of got shredded, and what happened was someone, who shall not be named, exited this nether portal from their base with a bad omen effect, and for some reason the game decided that this was a village, and so then a massive group of pillagers came through and slaughtered all of them. Now they were completely protected, which is what baffles me the most, is they were completely walled in. This wasn't even here, this was straight up cobblestone, and so they somehow spawned inside the area and just killed all of them, which was super annoying. And so I then spent 4, maybe 5 hours trying to find another set of villagers. Unfortunately, all the villages have been raided, basically, and the villagers are dead, so there's that. So what I decided is there's a glacier area that I was trying to get to anyway, for a future undisclosed project, and so I'm going there now. I built another portal, it's very far away, that will hopefully take me right to that village, and also will double up to get me right to that glacier area that I was going to get to eventually. Unfortunately, this does mean more time that I have to spend getting villagers, and, worst part, I have to take them through the nether, and ghast have not been fun. They have not cooperated with this project, like many things, or people, but let's hope that he didn't blow up all my stuff, because, yeah, I didn't take any of my good equipment with me just because I knew probably gonna die, so did not anticipate life, which is fine, because I didn't get it. Anyway, hopefully, with the lighting of this, we will get right into that village, or near it. I might be really disappointed. Hello YouTube world, hope you're all doing alright. As you can tell behind me, due to that big boy, we have made some decent progress. Now yeah, that looks a lot more full than it is. We had more diamonds, they have gone to certain things. And so yeah, we're making some decent progress. Kind of the only real stuff I've done is I've gotten this down. I have lit up this little cavern here, and I'm trying to make it into where enchantment table and area will be. Kind of gonna figure that out as we go. I have also built an AFK fishing farm. I'm gonna show you the current progress. So currently, ha ha ha, repetition, hate it. Anyway, currently, I said it again. I'm good at English, aren't you? Isn't English like the best language? Anyway. We've got some animal farms going. It's been a real struggle since we're in these highlands to actually find any animals, so the progress on that has been pretty terrible. But if you notice, compared to the last episode, this grass has spread. Now, some may be wondering how, but basically I'm doing, my big focus for this season is terraforming. And so the first thing I've done is I've covered over this area with grass. I'm going to cover over this entire area with it, because we have finally, Yuki and I, have finally decided on a direction in which we're going with at least this area. We're going to go for a kind of sacred forest feel. And so, first thing I need to do is obviously cover this entire place in grass. I'm doing completely custom trees for this entire area. But the fun part for me right now, also terribly annoying part, is building this. There's going to be a massive wall structure that goes all the way around. You can see where the cobblestone line is going to separate it. Let me... Enderman! Enderman! No! Where'd you get that dirt block? Come back. Where'd you get that dirt block? You little monster. I see where you took it. Jerk. Jerk, 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 jerk. Enderman. Stealing my... Zombies? Leave me alone. I'm trying to mourn my dirt block. Let me mourn the dirt block. Moving on from the loss of my very poor dirt block. We're going to get right into the villager stuff, which is what you came for, so whatever. Well, this is going to get complicated because now it's turning night. We need to defend them now to keep them safe from zombies. So are you ready to do that? This is going to get exciting. And yes, the reason why you can't hear her is because for some reason the audio is broken. So yay! Zombie. Baby zombie, right behind you. Baby zombie. Babe. And phantoms. Yeah, that kind of did. Yeah, I got your stuff. Come to the village. And so, after a terrifying night in which she died, we then had to dig a massive tunnel to get all the way back to our base. Oh my goodness. That was a unique experience. So we gathered our villagers, we bred them up, and after all that, we were pretty satisfied. So we went on terraforming, doing whatever we were doing, until today, which is where you found me at the beginning of this episode with a bunch of dead villagers. So now I'm going to roll those clips because, yeah, that was a unique experience. How is the raid going down? I'm the only one on. Well, I am in a hole. And as you can see at the top of my screen, there's a raid happening. Why? I don't know. So apparently, because I brought back those villagers, the game is considering it its own village, which it isn't and shouldn't really be considered, but you know, why not? Raid defeat. Am I losing? No. Oh, I hope not, because I locked up those villagers. There's no way for them to get in. Defeat. No! Did they spawn inside the village? That makes me so mad. Oh, come on. That is ridiculous. Oh. I guess that means I gotta either talk to Gwydion and ask him to pull some admin stuff to give me my villagers back, because that's ridiculous. Or more likely, I just need to get more villagers. Stop shooting me. Well, while I'm on the way there, I might as well explain a little something. So, the group that is growing and is now probably the biggest, that group that was I Stand... Who was it? It was I Stand, Chewy, and someone else. Oh, and V, who's renamed himself to Dementio. Not sure why, but anyway. They have now grown a bit more. They're now Estevan. Estevan has joined them and left the jungle. And they have named themselves the Immortals, which is pretty cool. So half a stack of gold and a good bow for... Yeah, I guess that's kind of fair. I feel like I'm kind of losing a bit, but if I can bypass that process of getting... Actually, sleep first. Okay. But if I can bypass that process of getting books for enchanting, I'll do it, because that's hugely helpful. Also, yeah, I think the lag is their farms, because as soon as I start walking this direction, my game begins to go eeg, eeg, exactly like that. That's the exact sound. Can you not ring it? Hello, sir. Guess I will see him later then. Yeah, I mean... Mischief managed. I love it. All my villagers. I don't know how they would have gotten in there. Right? Because, like, unless they spawned in there, there was no way to get in there. Now, I can understood if they sat here and shot them all to death. Which I know they can't, because they're not that smart. But, oh man, that's devastating. Like, ugh. That's a huge setback. Hey, there we go. Okay. Right. Well, so, that out of the way, we've got an enchantment room, finally. Actually, look, I like the way it looks. It fits in pretty nicely. So let's see what we're gonna get for our diamond pick. Hopefully we get Fortune 3 or Silk Touch. Either one would be huge. Fortune 3! Yes, please. Fortune 3, Efficiency 5. And look at that, I got so much XP left. Okay, that's huge. That was worth it. As frustrating as the whole situation was, that was worth it. I'm still mad a little bit about the whole thing. So we can go ahead and get mending on it, because this is probably the most important tool we're going to own. For now, at least. Okay, so hopefully this will make up for some of the stupidity that has happened to... Yeah, we've had a rough start. We've had so many things go wrong. At least our buildings are fine, but so many things have gone wrong. Just the ridiculous amount of deaths. So many things. Just so many things. It's crazy. And right inside it. Perfect. And it's nighttime. Hello, mister. No, don't go inside the portal, please. Man, the Glacier ones are really cool. Glacier villages are really cool. I want them to stay inside their homes, though. I'll take that. Gladly. Oh, sir? No, no, sir. Now, another frustration I've had is my game has been really laggy today. It has been continuously troubling, as in annoying. And there's frankly nothing I can do about it, which is worse. I'm gonna die. I don't want to die. Zombie, look. Hey, buddy. I'm trying to make YouTube content, and you being a laggy little killer is not helping me. Random fun fact on the side note, this year was the first time I experienced snow. So I kind of like seeing this. It's kind of like, oh, that's cool. So, despite the lag, we have locked up a couple villagers, so they should be safe to transport back. This is going to be an exhausting system, though. Minecarting them back. No. Oh, that was close. That's why I do not like zombie pigmen. I do not like zombie pigmen. At the very least, that was much faster than going overworld, because that was going to take a long time to get there, because it was over 2,000 blocks. If that gas shoots me off the edge. I mean, at this point, I won't mind too much. I've died quite a bit trying to do this. Zombie pig can get in my way. So if I did die, who cares? I've already lost all my XP, so. There we go. You know, if the immortals don't make their own portal, I'm gonna make a portal for them. And we're not dead. Yay. Now, I have asked Gwydion, and I still hope he does this, but I've asked him to refund me a villager, because... Wait, what? Oh, man. Okay. He looked really glitched for a moment. I've asked Gwydion to refund me a villager just because that whole situation was out of my control and I didn't cause it, it wasn't done by me, and it was really annoying. So I have asked that he would refund me a villager. If he does, that means I don't have to transport more of them. So I'm kind of hesitant to even get started, because that would be huge. Also, I neglect how deep this hole is. It's deep. But hopefully, he'll refund me the villager, because, yeah, that whole thing was outside of my control. And I would like to keep things simple and just have it back so that we can breed them up. But, well, unfortunately, this episode is probably going to end up being a bit shorter than usual, but that is kind of it. Villagers are terrible. I hate them. That's official. But they're super useful. So, despite the agony, we're gonna, unfortunately, pursue them. But at least we made some decent progress. We had villagers. We got one back. And, at the very least, we fixed up our enchantment room and got together some actually good gear. So, that is helpful. And so with that, I will say, see you later.